Today's lesson is called Oral Care You Can Sink Your Teeth Into. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
My name is Roger, and today we're going to talk about our teeth. Those white things inside of our mouths that help us eat things and help us be attractive to other people when we smile. So yeah, you need to take care of those teeth. Otherwise, you're going to have nothing but gums. And when you get older and all your teeth fall out, you'll only be able to eat oatmeal, and that would get boring really fast.
Oatmeal and gruel, and maybe someone would have to chew your food for you before you got to eat it yourself. You don't want your teeth to fall out. Although dentistry these days, well, those dentists are able to do some amazing things, but still, it's better to have your natural chompers, your natural pearly whites. So today we're going to be talking about how we can keep those pearly whites, those teeth in your mouth. You don't want them falling out. You want them to be nice and sparkling and white and clean and healthy. And yes, we'll be talking all about this today and the day after today. Anyways, the title of the article is Oral Care You Can Sink Your Teeth Into. Let's go ahead and get started on this right now.
Oral care you can sink your teeth into. Toothbrushing these days can be complicated. We have regular toothbrushes, sonic toothbrushes, and electric ones that rotate and pulse. It's hard to know where to start. But dentists will tell you, start with the basics.
大家好，第一部分我们看到单字 sonic 这个字是形容词，指音波的、声音的。例如 Kevin prefers a sonic vibration toothbrush rather than a regular one. 相较于一般的牙刷 Kevin 偏好声波振动牙刷。接下来我们看到动词 rotate 指旋转、转动。例如 The earth rotates once every 24 hours. 地球每24小时旋转一圈。或是 The teacher rotated the globe to locate Queensland, Australia. 老师转动地球仪找到澳洲昆士兰的位置。另外补充这个字的名词 rotation, R-O-T-A-T-I-O-N, rotation, 指轮流、循环。举例来说 The workers in the factory did rotations so that no workers had to work the night shift all the time. 工厂里的工人实施轮班，这样就不会总是有某些人值夜班。再补充一个同义动词 spin, S-P-I-N, spin, 指转动、旋转，像是My uncle fixed the bicycle wheel, so it spins easily now. 我的叔叔修理了脚踏车的轮胎，所以它现在很容易旋转。再来，我们看到单字 pulse 这个字是动词，指有节奏的震动、跳动。举例来说 In the concert hall, bright colorful lights pulsed along to the music. 在演唱会表演厅里，明亮缤纷的灯光随着音乐跳动。另外，这个字也可以当名词，意思是脉搏。像是 The doctor was worried because his patient had a very fast pulse. 医生感到担忧，因为他的病患脉搏跳得很快。再补充几个相关片语。第一 have one's fingers on the pulse of something, 表示对某事物了若指掌。例如 The magazine had its finger on the pulse of what young people liked. 这本杂志对年轻人的喜好了若指掌。第二 set one's pulse racing, R-A-C-I-N-G, set one's pulse racing, 表示让某人相当兴奋。我们可以说 This movie is a thriller that will set your pulse racing from the beginning. 这部惊悚片一开始就会让你感到相当刺激。第三 feel the pulse of, 表示体验，像是 During the 1970s in New York's East Village, you could really feel the pulse of punk music. 1970年代之间，在纽约东村，你可以真正感受到朋克乐的气氛。
Okay, that is an interesting title there. Oral care that you can sink your teeth into. So, yeah, if we talk about oral, that just means having to do with the mouth. Okay, oral conversation or taking medicine orally by mouth, for example, that's when we use the word oral.
I've heard that a lot of people here in Taiwan are afraid of giving oral presentations. They have to stand up in front of people and they have to talk. That would be an oral presentation, a presentation while speaking with your mouth. And yes, if you can sink your teeth into something, that means you can get really excited about that thing, okay? You really want to do that thing. You're eager to do that thing. Like every so often, my parents send me a package filled with books, okay? I order things on Amazon. I can't get them shipped to Taiwan, so I have them shipped to my parents, and they put these all together in one big package, and they send them to me, and then, I've got 3 or 4 books that I am just ready and raring to read. I can really sink my teeth into them, or I feel like I can. I don't actually bite into them, but boy, I feel like I want to consume those books ravenously. Oh, I feel like I can really sink my teeth into them when they finally arrive. Anyways, though, this is a funny little pun. These are oral care tips that, well, you can get excited about or that you can become eager to learn about. Let's get started. Toothbrushing these days can be complicated. Well, for some of us, it is quite complicated. I've noticed that there are many different types of toothbrushes now out there on the market. Me, I stick to the old-fashioned toothbrush, and that seems to work for me, but hey, some people like different types of toothbrushes and stuff like that. Hey, good for them.
Indeed. So that's one way to take care of your teeth, by brushing your teeth. And of course, you can use different kinds of toothbrushes. But also there are other kinds of toothbrushes that are somewhat more high-tech. Of course, we've got the regular toothbrushes, soft bristles, medium bristles, or hard bristles. But then we've also got something called a sonic toothbrush. We've also got electric ones that rotate and ones that pulse, okay? So a sonic toothbrush, I guess, involves sound. That's what sonic means, having to do with sound, especially if a jet flies overhead and it's going really fast, then you will hear a sonic boom, okay? It has to do with sound waves.
There you go, sonic, ever having to do with sound. And I don't think these toothbrushes, these sonic toothbrushes, are particularly loud. Maybe they operate at frequencies that won't be annoying to the human ear, but one way or another, the sound, I guess, breaks down plaque and makes your teeth cleaner. I have never used one, but it does sound pretty high-tech to me. Funny story, my wife does have a sonic toothbrush, but she uses it conventionally. She doesn't actually like the way that the sonic features make her teeth feel. How about that? How funny. Anyways, we've got regular toothbrushes. That's the type of toothbrush I use. Sonic toothbrushes and electric ones that rotate and pulse. And I think my daughter has one. It kind of spins around in circles, and then it also kind of pulses. It kind of goes in and out while you're brushing your teeth there. It kind of spins around while also pulsing. Ba-boop, ba-doop, ba-doop.
Exactly. So rotating, spinning in circles, and pulsing, kind of going out and in really fast, like your heartbeat.
Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Yep.
Exactly. It pulses. It kind of expands and contracts repeatedly over and over. So indeed, those are some examples of toothbrushes, but it's hard to know where to start. Okay, most of us just use a regular toothbrush, but some of us want to have $1 million smile, and we hate cavities, and we hate going to the dentist to get root canals. So yeah, we want to know for sure that we're using the proper toothbrush, but dentists, of course, will tell you start with the basics, okay? It doesn't have to be too complicated. It can be quite foundational or basic here. Yeah, start with the basics, I guess. Brush and floss your teeth regularly, which we'll find out in the next paragraph. So let's do that. Let's listen to the next part.
Rule number 1 is to brush a minimum of twice per day and for 2 minutes each time. Set the timer on your phone, or better yet, play a song that's roughly that long. Second, use dental floss before brushing and mouthwash after brushing at least once a day. The former is especially important, as it gets rid of bacteria and plaque that build up between teeth, and the latter can be used to eliminate bacteria on your tongue.
第二部分，我们看到名词 plaque， 意思是牙菌斑。举例来说 ，The doctor said that plaque is the root cause of tooth decay. 那名医生说，牙菌斑是蛀牙的最根本因素。
All right, if you want to talk about an expert on teeth, go to your dentist. Your dentist is going to know everything there is to know about teeth, okay? And if you do ask a dentist about toothbrushes and oral care, they're going to tell you something. They're going to tell you to start with the basics, with the fundamentals. Now, rule number 1 is to brush a minimum of twice per day and for 2 minutes each time. By the way, this is a minimum of twice per day, so you can brush your teeth more than twice a day if you see fit, if you think that makes sense. But yes, the minimum amount of something is the smallest amount of that thing that is allowed, or the smallest amount of that thing that you need, let's say. So there you go. Brush a minimum of twice per day. 2 times or more, but not only 1 time or 0 times. No. A minimum of twice per day. And each time you do brush your teeth, do a good job. Spend at least 2 minutes brushing your teeth.
Yeah, minimum. If you're training for a marathon, you probably need to run a minimum of 5 miles each time you run or something like that. I guess it depends on the individual. And remember, the opposite is maximum, okay? Now, yeah, how do you measure 2 minutes? Well, you can set the timer on your phone. We've all got those. We've all got the stopwatch function. So, yeah, set the timer on your phone. Or better yet, or even better still, play a song that's roughly that long, okay? I think most of the songs by the Ramones are about 2 minutes long, so you could play like a Commando or Cretin Hop or whatever by the Ramones, and when the song is over, you're done brushing your teeth.
Now here we're using the word roughly. It's an adverb, and it means about or approximately. Does it have to be exactly 2 minutes? No, it can be a little bit under 2 minutes or a little bit above 2 minutes, but be around 2 minutes. Be at roughly that point, okay? At around 2 minutes, I should say. So that's rule number 1 that we just covered. Second, use dental floss before brushing and mouthwash after brushing at least once a day. So there you go. Brush twice, but remember, one of those times you should be flossing before you brush, and another one of those times you should be using mouthwash after you brush.
And so we're talking about the former here. That is especially important as it gets rid of bacteria and plaque that build up between teeth. So yeah, that's the first one here, the former. And remember, the first thing we mentioned there is using dental floss or flossing before brushing. That's the former. And then the latter one, the second one that we mentioned in that sentence there, is to use mouthwash after brushing, and do that one at least once a day. Because the first one, of course, the flossing, is important because it gets rid of that bacteria and plaque that is built up between teeth. We all know what bacteria is, and then we've got plaque, which is a kind of a hard substance that builds up on teeth, and it's no good. It's a deposit. I guess bacteria is involved with that plaque, so you don't want that plaque there. You want to get rid of it, and that's what flossing can help do.
Yeah, plaque. Ugh, it's kind of gross. It builds up in between your teeth. It's kind of yellowish, and when you floss and you kind of pull it off your teeth. It stinks. Ugh, gross. And not only does plaque accumulate on your teeth if you don't floss and stuff like that, you can have plaque deposits in other parts of your body as well. Heart attacks and strokes, I believe, are caused by plaque deposits in blood vessels. So there you have it, plaque. It's not a good thing. And like I said before, it says that plaque builds up. That means you have a small amount to begin with, let's say, and over time it grows. The amount grows, it accumulates, it builds up. So remember to floss, and then later on, go ahead and use that mouthwash as well, because that'll get rid of bacteria on your tongue. There is a saying in English, by the way, going back to flossing. The saying goes like this: you don't need to floss your teeth. You only need to floss the teeth that you want to keep. Anyways, folks, with that, it is time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be back after this.
When brushing, don't miss the gum line where the teeth meet the gums. That's where bacteria hang out. Follow the gum line, brushing up and down in a small circular motion. Many experts recommend using only brushes with soft bristles. Hard bristles can damage your teeth, while soft ones bend enough to get into hard-to-reach spots. Electric brushes have advantages too, as they are safer for your gums and more effective at removing plaque.
第三部分我们看到单字 circular， 这个字是形容词，指圆形的、环状的。举例来说， For this exercise, begin by swinging your arms forward in a circular motion. 这个运动一开始的动作是双臂向前画圆摆动。最后我们看到名词 bristle， 指刷子的毛，短而硬的毛。例如 Emma's new comb has black bristles. Emma 的新梳子上有黑色的刷毛。
All right, so remember we're talking about the importance of flossing and brushing. And remember, we want to use floss to get rid of bacteria and plaque because they accumulate, they pile up, they build up between your teeth. So that is floss there, and also the mouthwash. But now we're talking about brushing, okay? Using that toothbrush and cleaning your teeth that way with toothpaste. Some people call it dental cream, I believe, but in the U.S. we say toothpaste. When brushing, don't miss the gum line where the teeth meet the gums. Gums? Yeah, those are the things inside your mouth that are kind of pink, and they are above the teeth and below the teeth, or I should say above the upper teeth and below the lower teeth. Okay, so those are the gums there, and yes, you want to brush along the gum line, the point where the teeth meet the gums.
Why? Because that's where bacteria hang out, okay? If you were to search a person's mouth for bacteria, that's where you're going to find that bacteria, at the gum line or on the gum line. That's where the bacteria hangs out.
Hang out. That's an interesting phrase. That just means you go someplace and you just kind of stay there. You hang out with your friends. You spend time with your friends. In my hometown, of course, lots of people hung out at the local drugstore because they had a soda bar there and stuff like that. And in this particular case, that's where the bacteria stay. That's where they accumulate. So, of course, you want to get rid of them, get rid of those bacteria. And follow the gum line, brushing up and down in a small circular motion. I've heard lots of different people talk about different ways to brush your teeth. Some people say, yes, use a circular motion. Others say, go back and forth across the teeth. Some people say, oh, no, you only can brush in a downward direction for the upper teeth and upward for the bottom. So, yeah, you probably should get some advice from experts there. But our advice here is to use a small circular motion, okay? Kind of move that brush like a circle and not up and down or left and right.
Circular, of or having to do with a circle. Now, many experts recommend using only brushes with soft bristles. I've always heard that soft bristles are the way to go. Medium bristles are harder. Hard bristles are really, really hard. And some people think, oh yeah, a hard bristled brush will make my teeth cleaner. that might be true, but you might also be scraping that enamel, that first layer of your teeth off in the process, so don't do that. Go with those soft bristles, by the way. That hair-like stuff that you brush your teeth with on your toothbrush, you call those your bristles, or the bristles of that particular toothbrush.
Yep, or a scrub brush for your bathroom will have bristles as well. But yeah, the advice here is to use those soft bristles in those toothbrushes. That's what lots of experts recommend. And hard bristles, of course, can damage your teeth, as you just said, and soft ones bend enough to get into hard-to-reach spots, like between the teeth. If something's hard to reach, hey, you can't reach it easily. If you're only 5 feet 2 inches tall and you want to dust the top of the refrigerator, hey, for you, that's going to be hard to reach because it's quite high. So in this particular case, though, these are areas probably between the teeth or maybe behind the teeth that are hard to get to. So yeah, you've got to use those soft bristles because they can bend and get into those nooks and crannies.
And electric brushes have advantages too, as they are safer for your gums and more effective at removing plaque. So there you go. You've got plenty of options. Anyways, we're not done yet talking about oral care. We'll come back next time and talk some more about it. But for now, it's time for you guys to hear from the Chinese teacher.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。维持口腔的健康是很重要的，那该怎么做呢？课文第2部分提到说，第一个原则是每天至少刷牙2次，每次2分钟。那这边用到一个单字是 minimum， 它是指最低限度，极小值。我们来学它的字根。好，看到 min 或者是 mini 这一类的字根呢，都带有小的意思。像很多小巧的东西，我们都会在前面冠上 mini， mini， 像 mini skirt 迷你裙， mini bus 小巴小型巴士，还有minute分钟的这个字也带有字根 min。 其实 minute 可以当形容词来形容是微小的，这时候意思就跟 tiny 是一样的哦。好，那么在 minimum 这个字当中， minim 的部分表示小，那么 um 呢是最高级形容词字尾，把它合在一起， minimum 就表示最小量、最低限度或是最小值，它也可以当形容词来描述是最小的、最低的。好，顺便补充有这一类字根的单字。第一个是 miniature， miniature， 它的字根 mini 表示微小，那么 ate 是动词字尾，再搭配 ure 名词字尾合在一起呢， miniature 它是当形容词来形容微型的、小型的，那么当名词也可以用来指袖珍化、小型的物品。好，第二个补充的是 diminish， D-I-M-I-N-I-S-H， 它的字首 di 是源自于字首 de 的变形，在这边是表达完全，用来当强调用。那么字根 min 表示小， ish 是动词字尾，却强调小，那这什么意思呢？ diminish 是表达说减少、缩减、降低，意思就会跟 decrease、lessen 或是 reduce 差不多。好，第三个补充的是 minister， 它的字根 mini 表示小，那么 ster 表示人。什么叫小人呢？小的人就是地位低下的人，也就是仆人、侍者。那么后来这个字只是被借来指说大臣，因为大臣很像帝王的侍者嘛，就在他的旁边在服侍他嘛，帮他做事，所以我们可以从这边去联想到 minister 它有大臣、部长的意思咯。好，读到课文下一句，他建议我们在手机上设定计时器，那么更好的是放一首长度差不多的歌曲，用这样来计时你刷牙的时间。好，这边他用到 better yet 是表达说更好的是、更棒的是，那它是独立副词片语，用来补充说明比前面叙述提到更好的情况，意思就会跟 better still 或者是 even better 是一样的。例如 The product is easy to use，Better yet, it's cheap and environmentally friendly. 这个产品很容易使用，更棒的是它便宜又环保。好，以上是今天重点整理，我们来回顾今天的单字吧。
Oral. Oral medicine can come in the form of liquid or a pill. Pulse. The massage chair pulses to provide relief to sore muscles. Minimum. In order to pass the test, you need to get a minimum of 20 questions right. Roughly. There were roughly 200 people in the club when the fire broke out. Circular. Rub the cream into your skin using circular movements.
Well, everyone, today's article has come to an end, and I sure hope you guys enjoyed reading and learning along with us. I am Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.